Everyone in attendance will receive their very own Lucky the Leprechaun notepad.
We hope you'll join us for our next fan appreciation giveaway. Next up, magnetic schedule. Keep track of all the Celtic games right on the refrigerator door.
There are still a few tickets left for upcoming Celtics home games. It work its way live right on your phone. Just download the Boston Celtics app. We welcome your time into your areas if you enjoy the board with something free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Celtics along with your issue and seat location to 555.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Hi everyone and welcome to the... Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at San Antonio, currently 8th in their conference. They're hoping to keep that playoff spot.
Right now for the Spurs, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. They've got Castle, Devin Vassell out there with John Collins. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Matthews in at center, filling out the middle. And for Boston, the perimeter pairing. It's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's MP in at the point guard position. For a handful of teams at this point of the year, Doris, the future is now as they fall out of the playoff race.
But, Brian, there is a dilemma to be worked out in these cases. And here's what I mean by that. Your team is now out of contention, but veterans, generally speaking, don't believe that. And they want to be competitive and win basketball games. In the meantime, the organization, from a broad perspective, is thinking, we've got to start to play the young guys so that they can gain some much-needed experience in big games. Tough situation.
Now here's Brogdon. Here's Castle. Pass to Collins. Down low. 5 to shoot. Here's Matthews. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's MP. MP, a screen on Collins from the high post. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by MP.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Brogdon, the pass to Matthews. Vassell with it. The floater. Collins, a good look. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Now Collins, such a confident shooter, and this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
Here's Tatum. Collins with the rebound.
So defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Matthews. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. MP, the pass to White. He shoots. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yes, selfless stuff on that dish from MP.
And it's San Antonio's ball, trailing by 2. Last time they met in San Antonio.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Here's Castle. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Denver. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Now here's Vassell, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game to the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Now here's White. He's been a consistent contributor. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Back to Vassell. Collins with a screen on Brown. Three-pointer. Vassell can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. White can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Collins outside. Pass to Matthews. Here's Castle. The three. And the three-pointer goes. Castle's got 5 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
Now here's White. 8 points in his last time out. To the inside. And Brown with the stuff.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Spurs trail by 4. Brogdon, the pass to Collins. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. The 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league. Number 1, the Celtics.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
And San Antonio making a change here. Branham's checked in. Now here's White. Rebounded by Castle.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Pass to Vassell. Over Tatum. San Antonio again missing. Boston leading by 4. Inside. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I tell you, sometimes you can make a statement with a dunk. MP, yes, sir.
The Spurs have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Here's Matthews. And there's a pick to halt the run. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
White, the pass to MP. Vassell against Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Vassell. Tatum from long range. No good. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Branham. Coming off a 22-point game against Denver. Here's Matthews. No good on the 3.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Tatum finds Brown. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
That's on the D there. I mean, you got to push MP further away from the basket, or you can expect this to happen.
Pass to Vassell, to the wing, right side. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
MP scanning the floor. Now here's Tatum. Back to MP. Now White. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. The kick to Tatum. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Vassell against Tatum. Shoots. Vassell can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Tatum passes to MP. White with a screen on Brogdon. To the paint. It's stolen away. Here's Castle. He's got 5. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Castle's got 8.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Porzingis. And it's Boston scoring again.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Vassell outside. To the inside. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Matthews. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And Boston with some changes. Davis, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for White. Here's Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Off the inbound. No good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Outside, Brown. Drills it from deep. And it's an 8-point Boston lead.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Champagnie, the pass to Monroe. Here's Bailey, checked by Davis. Pass to Monroe with some arc, and the shot goes.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Branham, yet to see a basket. Elbow shot. Boston pulls it in. MP's got 5 rebounds in the game. Down low. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Vassell, following the bucket by Boston. A minute 39 left in the first. Monroe, the pass to Branham. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Assisted by...
Here's MP. Last game out, he had 44. And MP throws it down.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Vassell outside, fires from deep. Davis with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He ended up with 44 points and did what he always does. He got others involved. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Walsh. MP finds Holiday. MP outside. Screen by MP. Here's Brown. The rebound by the Spurs. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
They just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. They didn't shoot it well and also didn't get the best of looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Boston Celtics. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We're coming right back. Changes. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Davis. And MP subbed in for Pritchard. And San Antonio with a change here too. Bailey's checked in for John Collins. So on the floor for San Antonio. And it's Malone in at the four-man position. Tatum passes to MP. Back to Tatum. MP with it. Outside Tatum. Here's the three. Rebounded by Champagnie. Spurs trail by 8. Inside. Bailey, the pass to Branham. Pass to Monroe. Here's Branham. He's covered by Holiday. 2 points. That one goes. Branham's got 4 points this quarter. Celtics lead by 6. Now Holiday. Monroe grabs the miss.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Bailey. Here's Branham. Fires in the triple. Branham's got 9 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
MP finds Porzingis. Again, the miss by Boston. Spurs trail by 3. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Champagnie, pass to Malone. Here's Branham. Here's the pick. Goes up on the baseline. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
To the paint. Here's Monroe. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Malone. Here's Bailey, defended by Porzingis. Bailey, the pass to Monroe. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. Branham misses. And so MP will bring it up for the Celtics. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And while they were favored to win, they ran into a buzzsaw. Ultimately came up just a little short.
No, this is just a veteran instinct kicking in here. Holiday sensing and finding the man who's open.
And Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Walsh. And it's White in for Drew Holiday. Spurs trail by 7. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Vassell. Launches a 3. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Give him 8.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Brogdon against MP. Brown passes to MP. On the wing, Tatum. Shoots over Vassell. Tatum can't hit. The Spurs have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Here's Castle. He's guarded by White. Back to Brogdon. Oh! Brogdon rising up for the flush.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon is not known for elite athleticism, but let him get around the cup and he's thinking score.
And here's MP from outside. Vassell with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Castle. Lets it go from 11. And he comes up with a bucket. Castle's got 10.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
San Antonio with the ball, trailing by 2. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Castle, to the inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. It's the 2K leaderboard featuring this month's field goal percentage leader. MP is second.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. MP against Brogdon. MP, a screen on Collins. Again, the miss by Boston. San Antonio's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Vassell against Brown. Now here's Vassell. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep.
Well, to me, that's the wingspan of Jaylen Brown bothering shooters. This guy gets right in their space and throws them off balance.
Here's MP. Power move from MP.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Collins outside. Pass to Castle. Shoots over White. Castle misses. Boston leading by 4. To the middle. Here's MP. Down low. MP drops it in.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Outside Brogdon. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston's shooting a solid 53% from the floor. White finds MP. Back to White. Outside, Brown. Pass to MP. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Brown passes to MP. No good. He's shooting 10 for 13 now. Spurs trail by 6. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Castle, defended by Brown. Vassell sinks the tray. Vassell's got 11 points.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
White, the pass to MP. Oh, MP with the hammer.
If I'm playing with MP right now and I have the basketball, I am finding that guy.
The Spurs shooting about 43% from the field in the second. Now here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Boston making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Castle for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. MP's got 8 rebounds in the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Boston shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Yeah, and MP getting to the stripe. Always want to drain those foul shots. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Outside Brogdon. Over MP. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot clock, please. It's all good. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Thanks for joining us through the first half. There is still some work to do for the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
When I look at San Antonio, not a lot of games left.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's MP in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Kept alive. Pass to Matthews. Vassell against Brown. Goes back up. Here's Matthews. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Down low. Here's Brogdon, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
That's the big, strong, physical body of Malcolm Brogdon, able to take the contact and still get a shot off.
Hits both from the stripe. And so MP will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. MP, a screen on Collins. Tatum with it. Picked up by Collins. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. San Antonio shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. 90 seconds into the second half now. Celtics lead by 3. It's Brown on the wing. MP, the pass to Brown. Shoots over Vassell. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Brown's got 13 now.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
Pass to Castle. Over to the wing. Collins passes to Brogdon. Over MP. The rebound, Celtics.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Rebounded by Brogdon. Spurs trail by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Collins. And Collins gets double teamed. Here's Vassell. Connects from downtown. 14 points for him.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
White, the putback. MP, a vicious putback.
That plays about 2 things, effort and awareness by MP to track down the board and get the bucket.
Spurs trail by 5. Here's Castle. He's got 15. Pass to Vassell. To the inside. And stolen by Porzingis. And here comes the break. Here's Brown. JB on the break. Sensational.
And that's about length. It's about awareness. It's about anticipation. Porzingis able to kickstart the break.
And here's Collins. Back to Brogdon. Another shot. Boston with a rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
This is not the big guy you want to foul. Kristaps Porzingis, an excellent free throw shooter.
Porzingis at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
MP against Brogdon. Collins outside. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Second chance effort. And Tatum finishing the fast break.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Spurs trail by 11. Here's Castle. 15 points in the game. Vassell finds Brogdon. Here's Matthews. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. And Vassell, the bucket on the assist by Brogdon. Vassell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's MP. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Now MP. Guarded by Brogdon. Now Porzingis. Screened by MP. And here's Brown for 3. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
They're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half, racking up a ton of second chance points.
Here's Brogdon. Cans it with nobody near him. Brogdon's got 10 points.
Well, you know that Malcolm Brogdon has a high level of confidence in his ability to make perimeter jump shots. Doesn't hesitate if the shot is there.
And here's Brown for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And it's Brogdon missing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
They get it again. MP inside. He's guarded by Vassell. MP, a screen on Brogdon. The 3 is up. Rebound San Antonio.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Right wing. Pass to Vassell. Over MP. Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, Vassell is feeling it. just knocking down shots and playing with terrific enthusiasm.
KP wrecks the rim.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for San Antonio. A 12-point game. Driving in, and Brogdon with the stuff.
How about putting it on the deck and going with a level of intention? Malcolm Brogdon on the drive.
White, the pass to MP. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 31 points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Brogdon. Collins outside. Castle for three. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to White. Here's MP. MP, a screen on Collins. There's Tatum with the three. Vassell with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Spurs trail by 12. Right side, Brogdon. Pass to Vassell. And here's Collins. He's got 5. Castle for 3. Oh, MP with a block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Boston making a switch here. Holiday is checked in. Celtics lead by 12. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
This guy's such a quick-thinking distributor. Drew Holiday takes pride in making the guys around him better.
Pass to Branham. Here's Matthews. Collins a screen. Here's Vassell. San Antonio again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Brown passes to MP. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line.
Davis, he's checked in for Boston. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Bailey's checked in for San Antonio. Champagnie comes in for John Collins. Pass to Bailey. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got 4 rebounds now. Davis, the pass to MP. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. MP's got 37.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
To the right side. On the wing, Vassell, covered by MP. And that's good. Vassell for 3. Vassell's got 22 points.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Walsh. Rebounded by Champagnie. Spurs trail by 15. Here's Monroe. Nice D from Brown. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to MP. Oh, connects again.
Yeah, he's just incredible. He just keeps coming at you at the highest level.
Yeah, zeroing in on 5th place for total points in a single season.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Bailey. Back to Vassell. Over MP. Vassell can't get it to go. Boston leading by 17. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Devin Vassell.
Man, good whistle there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And the Celtics shooting an efficient 55% in the third quarter. MP, the pass to Brown. Again! What an avalanche!
I mean, yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the fourth most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Inside. Monroe, the pass to Bailey. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Holiday. Pass to Brown. And here's MP. Here's Walsh. MP outside to the middle. Davis drawing the double team. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. 30 seconds left in the third quarter here. Malone can't get it to go.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP, the pass to Brown. Here's Walsh. Back to MP. Screen by MP. Pulls it from the top of the key. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Monroe. And that's not going to go. MP getting it done for the Celtics. And he's already notched a double-double. He'll look to continue this strong play in the next quarter. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammate.
He's checked in for Pritchard. So it's Boston now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Tatum passes to MP. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded closely. That shot off the mark. Spurs trail by 20. And so in the game for the Spurs. And it's Malone in at the center. Hood can't get it to go. The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Holiday finds MP. Picked it! On the break! Here's Malone. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
To the paint. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Monroe. And that one's good. Monroe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Screen by MP. The shot by Holiday, no good. Spurs trail by 18. Here's Branham. Pass to Champagny. Hood on the wing. Here's Branham. Just 5 on the clock. Holiday passes to MP. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist of the night.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Here's Branham, covered by MP. Takes a 3. Monroe with a bucket.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Outside Tatum. Back to MP. The three ball. Oh, another one falls.
I mean, come on, man. This is incredible. He's now in 5th place for points scored in a single season.
And he does it all in style. One of the most dynamic performers this league has ever seen. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Tatum. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
San Antonio has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Out left to the wing. Here's Branham, defended by Griffin. Vassell can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the inside. Here's Tatum. Here's MP. Pass to Tatum from deep. The rebound by Matthews.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Griffin. MP, the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Vassell. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by MP. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is why you run your offense through MP. That's just a nice setup for his teammate.
Back to Brogdon. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players' union.
Yeah, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them. And how about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Brogdon with the ball. Pass to Vassell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he drops it first. And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Huff. Brown comes in for Griffin. And it's White in for Pritchard. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Collins checked in. White can't hit.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Collins outside. Pass to Matthews. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Knocks down the triple. Brogdon's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
MP finds Brown. Tatum with a screen. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Brogdon.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the middle. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Boston leading by 14. Ooh, it's stolen away. Pass to Brogdon. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
There is just a consistency to Malcolm Brogdon's shot. Doesn't matter if it's a mid-range, it looks the same. Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Brogdon against MP. Here's Castle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Spurs, Castle.
Both good from the line that time. So it's Boston now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. On the wing, MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, great job by MP. Getting that shot off to earn a trip to the line. Nice.
And both free throws good for MP. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Castle. Good work defensively by White. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 14, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Now Vassell. Takes it inside. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Porzingis.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
White finds MP. And here's Brown. The 3. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
Here's Brogdon. He takes it in. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Brogdon against MP. Pass to Tatum. Screen by MP. 1:56 left in the fourth. Brown passes to MP. No good with the triple. Spurs trail by 15. Here's Castle from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. On the wing, MP. MP, a screen on Brogdon. White, the pass to MP. Now Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Collins. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 7 tonight. The Spurs shooting the ball at 43% from the field.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Celtics.
We talk about the importance of making free throws. Tonight being the perfect example.
Yeah, BA, they found ways to get to the line, and then they made them count.
And it's another win for this team. 54 victories for them this year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
40 seconds left to play in the fourth. Porzingis passes to MP. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. On offense, here is San Antonio. They trail by 14. Back to Brogdon. Fires for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
MP finds Porzingis. Here's MP. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up.
up, MP. Keep chopping wood. So you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.
In Rumble on the K this week.
It's a couple different ways you make it out this life. Know your steps just in case they come cut out the lights. Got no respect for no reading out my rights. Fame expensive, maybe we can speak about the price. When they talk about my name, know I define greatness. We couldn't rush a day, it took divine patience. Ain't nothing been the same, that's just my observation. These memories never fade, no I cannot erase them. I done watched loyalty disintegrate, blowing in the wind, windows down on the interstate. I was confused, I always thought when the money came, that meant sunny days, and all your problems just went away. Ain't nothing slow me down like when I had a Sprite. Sometimes it was, then it was like we was at the light. Baby, that precise, you're not familiar with begging God to just bring my energy protected. I've been burning sage, follow how you feeling, you won't be led astray. I said it and I meant it. Don't know no other way. They ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm doing great. Cause if I really wasn't, could you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? When your talent speak for itself, never pretend to be great. I moved on from that Nike box, I tried to fill up a safe. Get real, it turn you numb, feel like your feelings erase. You ain't never got the chills till you shake. Homie, the streets cold. No contributions to nothing I was pursuing. I understand it's hard to call it a movement if it ain't moving. Keep your energy the same from all them days when I felt ruined. Had everything to gain, but you complain while we broke bread like the sight of sight. Judas, I can feel you touch a snake.
You ready to give these fans what they paid for? Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Starting at point guard, 6'7".
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Jordan Poole. Sarr out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Carrington in at the 2. Right the pass to Porzingis. Tries again. Misses from short range. On offense, here are the Wizards. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. And here's Tatum for three. Boston again missing. Tries it from 19. Rebound by the Celtics. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
And the Wizards with possession after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Clock at 6. And Sarr throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. The 19-foot shot goes back up. Koulibaly, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up a layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Down low. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like when he finds the open man, and so do they.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So, six-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
Here's Kuzma following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Back to Poole. Pass to Carrington. Kuzma with it. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Puts up a deep three. Porzingis with the rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Boston. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Now, Poole, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Pass to Carrington. Now, Koulibaly. Three-pointers off the mark. MP outside. Now, here's Tatum. MP sets the screen for Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Carrington. Guarded by Tatum. Sarr gets the bucket. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
White dishes to MP. In the corner. Tatum with it. White a screen on Kuzma. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Koulibaly with it. Tatum on him. Poole with it. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Yeah, I don't think that's at the top of the menu of shots that Jordan Poole likes to take, but he can knock it down with touch.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks.
agree. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Poole. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Sarr sets the screen for Kuzma. Back to Poole. It's Kuzma top the key. Again, the Wizards score.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Wizards making a switch here. Toppin's checked in.
Wizards substitution.
MP kicks to White. Back to MP. The Celtics working the ball around now. Ring shot on the way. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by MP.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Out left to the wing. Toppin against Tatum. Pass to Coulibaly. Throws it up high and taken away by Brown. White wide open. He fires. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Carrington. And here is Poole. Covered by MP. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Spurs got the job done. He dropped in 55 points and did his role for his team, grabbing any rebounds that came his way. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
A 3 from MP. Good defense by Poole.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Coulibaly. At the elbow, it's Sarr. To the paint. Here's Poole. That shot off. Good defense by MP. Takes the 3. And it's White missing. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Poole with it.